Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 8 of Civilization 6 as Montezuma of the Aztecs, and we have eliminated Rome. We're now just getting ready to start moving some units south so that we can go and attack France. Not really an awful lot of point in having units up here, although we would like to potentially get rid of some of these barbarians. Fortunately, we're going to have a few problems with this guy. Let's just move you well out of the way there, because you're being stupid. You are healing up. You are heading over towards that barbarian camp to try and get rid of it. The majority of the rest of you, I want you to start making your way south. That also goes for all of these garrisoned units up top. Particularly the catapults. Specifically the catapults, to be honest. And all of these bowmen. This bowman's going to go over here because I want you to get rid of whatever this barbarian problem is. Now then. Amenities are still a problem. We could get the market. The market's only 5 turns. But we need a theatre square as well. No bonuses for getting a theatre square. Okay. So what about an entertainment complex? Is it worth getting one here? I don't know, we are majorly behind on culture. I think it has to be a theatre square. If we do this, we'd be removing a farm. So we won't get the bonus, but we'll build it there. It's fine, it'll have to do. You might as well just go and... You've got housing issues. You do have fresh water, don't you? You are on a river. Got a watermill. So an aqueduct wouldn't really help you. You can get a theatre square. Go ahead and work on that. Let's get some culture going. We don't really need it, but it's good for getting the policies done, so... That's why we're doing it. Not to we're not trying to go for a tourism victory or anything. We can actually have 5 trade routes now. So we definitely want to start working on some traders as soon as possible. Let's go and work on astronomy. Banking's done. Suzerain of quite a few city-states. 2 culture in the capital. Yeah, I think we actually need to go for this one. Try and improve our culture as much as possible. You heal up. Stop running into barbarians like a moron. So what have we got? You were heading over to... That camp's actually been cleared now, so that's fine. So heal up. You can have a look-see over here, because we know there are units up there somewhere. You're going to start heading south as well. Might have to manually jiggle some of these units around to get them all into a decent position. But Rome's actually quite a good city. You can work on the granary then. So yeah, a few barbarian scouts up here. And yep, you guys are all heading south for the winter. Ah, would you look at that? There's a free builder. Let's go and see if we can chase you down. I wonder where you're going to head to. Because I'm assuming you were heading back to that camp, which is now gone. I was going to say, turn should have ended there. Catapult's kind of freaking out because we obviously moved something onto the spot he was supposed to be heading into. We do have some roads, but they're not proving all that useful. Guess what, France? You're next. And then we need to try and find where everybody else is. That builder's currently unescorted. That makes me happy. We are... looking over here to see what we can kill. Make sure there's no camp that's going to come and bother Rome. So keep moving south with all the units. Again, I find so much micromanagement with the movement now due to the new movement rules. That was a barbarian camp or something spawning. Now, I can't catch you, but I can sort of head you off. Most of these scouts we should be able to one-shot, so we'll keep doing that. But yeah, I should be able to catch you now. You shouldn't be able to get away from me. Rome, work on the walls, because you've got no defences up here. That's you trapped, because in zone of control. Can't see any camps unless there's one up there to the north. Which, you know, is quite possible. So yeah, we've still got housing issues. France doesn't have any cities over here. So we've got 3 cities here to take, and then their capital's kind of over in this direction, but that's fine. Oh, no. Still the wrong turn. I guess you can stay there. We'll get more units down here before we commence the attack. Just make sure I don't put them too close to France's borders so they get suspicious. Not that it matters, because, you know...
Dovreste prestare attenzione a ciò che accade d'intorno. Credetemi, vi sono fin troppi giochini che stanno avendo luogo.
Yeah, you're talking smack now. Let's see if you're still doing that in a few turns. Because we're not going to be messing around with spies. We're just going to be knocking your door down. We're going to be flinging rocks at your battlements. So there's astronomy done. So we could go for siege tactics and get Renaissance walls. We could try and get the Oxford University, which is not bad. Go for that. Let's see if we get... Right, can we actually... You're still running away, aren't you? Just don't quite have the movement to easily get you. We will find a way. Start moving down with these guys. Unfortunately, it's kind of the catapults that I need down here first before anything else. Just to try and take the walls down. You actually could do with fortifying for a turn or 3. Should have you cornered. Right, you're dead. Another source of iron over here. But yeah, we'll sort of try and get you cornered, and then we'll go and check out up top. Somebody has built Hagia Sophia. Not a wonder that I was going for. Okay, you guys are going to get the pasture. You can finish off that barbarian. There really is nothing else to see around here, I don't think. So we'll just have a quick look up there. Make sure there's nothing hiding. Let's continue to bring these catapults down. Slow going. Let's move you over to this side. Still really struggling to try and grab this worker. We can finish off that scout, though. It's quite possible the city-state might grab it. I mean, he is kind of cornered. Oddly enough, the city-state didn't try and grab him. He's moved into the actual city-state's territory. The game's just teasing me now. Let's move down with this crossbow. We're moving slowly, but we might be able to catch him. So, Hattusa. Yeah, we'd be fighting Hattusa as well at this point. But we'd only need one more envoy to stop that. Trigger the Eureka moment for gunpowder. Which is to build an armory. We do have an encampment, which is here. Do we already have an armory? Okay, I'm confused. Got a barracks. What do we need to build the armory? Can never remember. I don't very often build armories. Armory. Technology. Military engineering. This one. What are we currently working on? Scientific theory. Let's go for the military engineering then. We might even just be able to buy it. And everybody else can just sort of camp up here until we get the other units into position. Because it's still going to take a few turns to get all the catapults down there, so... More than a few turns, to be honest. Builder. Could definitely get a mine up there. Any other tiles that we probably should upgrade? Just having a look to see if there are any unclaimed resources. Do we have tea? Got two of a lot of things, really. Luxuries, there we go. We do have tea. Because there's another one there. I thought we could go and hook that up, but I don't think we desperately need to. Yeah, I've got tea there. We'll probably have that wheat at some point. We might just save that builder then. I think what I'll do with this builder... What districts are we working on? Because I keep forgetting to use them to build districts. There's not really an awful lot of point doing it. We'll put you in Rome. We'll find a use for you later. Yep, nothing up there. Pretty much as expected. So let's get you guys back home. Happy with the money I'm making now, but we do still need to get those extra trade routes, so we will be working on that. I think we'll definitely repair the monument first. And we'll get the watermill first. We need to get these sort of basic buildings done. Right, you can go back onto Auto Explore. You're still giving me the slip with this flipping unit down here. In fact, I'm going to start getting my scout in that direction, because maybe he's got the speed to get there. Right, let's start swapping some of these units around, so we can get the catapults at the front. You might find that I'm not commentating and nattering as much as normal. It's probably a relief to some of you, but I'm still sort of suffering from this cold, so I've got a very sort of dry and scratchy throat, so there will be pauses here and there in the commentary while I try and compose myself. Still got some housing issues. Right, okay. So we can get that market, we can get the amphitheatre, all are useful things, but let's start getting some of these traders quite quickly. You do need the ancient walls, but you can get a trader in 9 turns, so we're going to work on that. Seriously, how far away is this guy running? Might be able to catch him up with the scout, but it's not all that likely. Again, we're still sort of playing musical chairs with the catapults here. France will get suspicious at some point. It's just there's no point me attacking them while they are allied with Hattusa. I'd sooner not have to attack the city-state at the same time. It just makes life difficult. More difficult than it needs to be. So let's keep trying to get you down here. We'll keep trying to head you off. I think we might start sending this crossbow back to the west, because he's not going to catch him, clearly. Again, let's start moving catapults forward. Try and shuffle them to the front. I mean, even then, you don't want catapults right at the front. Sometimes you want your swordsmen, but you've just got to try and find the best positions. You can probably fortify up. You're probably fine there. We're probably still never going to bother with military engineers. Now, Hattusa has just made peace with somebody. Great lighthouse is built. So does that mean Hattusa are no longer the suzerain... Well, 7 place for culture. Does that mean that France is no longer... Yeah, they are still the suzerain. It's going to be risky, but we could still potentially get them out of this war. Ah, have we finally caught the worker? That took longer than it needed to. So, what do we want to do here? I think we work on that trader. And then that will be all of our traders done. Work on the amphitheatre. As much as we want all the markets and things, we're actually good for now. 80 turns for the Patella Palace is a little bit long. So let's get those walls up and running. You can go back on scout duty. You can fortify until healed. And you can sort of move down here. So, Rems doesn't even have defences at the moment. If we can get in quick enough on that one, that'll work out quite well for us. Really slow selecting units. But we've got our catapults towards the front now. We want crossbows. Just move up, guys. Try and find a space. Just elbow your way through. So, military engineering is almost done.
The more science intervenes in warfare, the more will... The day we stop exploring is the day we commit ourselves to live in a stagnant world, devoid of curiosity, empty of
now,
dreams.
Do we want to go for the Merchant Republic? Gives us another 2 trade routes. Gives us another 2 policy slots. We would lose that for combat strength, though. But it's only for melee units. I think we need to. I think we can't sort of hang around here just for that combat bonus, as good as it is. So now we can get even more trade routes, which will be good for us, because we can just basically buy the units that we need. So, do we want scientist points or writer points? Probably scientist points. We're not really upgrading units. Combat victories would give us more gold. And then international trade routes, settlers, builders. 15% faster growth. Well, we don't really need that. We'll go for the housing one. It might not be that useful in the long run, but we are getting more and more speciality districts. So we need to build an armory. Let's carry on working on scientific theory. How much would it cost to buy an armory? We can afford it, actually. So that's the boost for gunpowder. Let's work on recorded history. So that should be enough to complete that mission now. It most likely won't register until the next turn, though. So you can't really see what units France has, so having too many units too close to the front can be a little bit risky. Just sort of as you were, guys. I really do feel awful today. Now, I've still got like 2 more videos to record after this one. So let's try and bring you home safely. You are linked together. You should be alright. You can just sort of camp up here. So hopefully France will no longer be the suzerain of Hattusa. I didn't see anything changing. Do you need more traders? Let's just check. No, they don't have a suzerain now, which is good. Now, it is going to be hard to get there, because they are surrounded by a lot of jungle. But we'll certainly do what we can. So, let's go ahead and declare the war. Surprise!
Vous osez attaquer mon royaume? Je ne crois point que Nostradamus lui-même aurait su le prédire.
Yeah, your spies didn't see that coming, did they? Now, we've got to be careful, because like I said, we don't really know what units they've got up front. So we need to sort of have a little bit of a peek. You're going to take a shot from Calais if you stay there, so I think you should... Well, you can't move back anyway. As you can't move back, you might as well just take a shot at Calais. So I'm going to start moving in with these units, particularly the catapults. So we're going to start moving forwards towards the city. But yeah, these jungle tiles are going to be a complete and utter pain, but we'll do what we can. Traders that we need to deal with, well, we're not going to go over there. You do have a route, but that would be going right through the middle of France, so that's not clever. Stockholm's probably not a bad choice. Gives us a bit of gold. That's all we can do on this turn, and we are over the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to end the video there and recover for a few minutes. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 6. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.